Hi everybody, my name's Miss Sutton and I'm going to be your child's first grade CDA teacher this year. I am so excited to be working with you and your students. So today I'm just going to go over a little bit of what the year is going to look like and some things I'm sending home with your kids when they pick up their Chromebooks. I have a whole list pulled up on my computer, so if you see me looking up a little bit, I'm just looking at the list to make sure I don't forget anything because it's all super important. So to start out with, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. I just graduated from Ohio State with a bachelor's in early childhood education, and this will be my first year teaching, but I'm so excited. I feel like I'm really prepared, and even though it's going to be a different year, I know we're still going to do so much great learning, and I'm so excited. I have a cat, and I live with my sister, so they both might be making appearances sometimes. My cat loves to get in the camera, so that'll be exciting. Something that I'm really looking forward to is expanding what we thought education looked like and changing it into the digital world so that we can make sure our bodies are being safe and everyone feels comfortable, but we're still learning. And I'm also really looking forward to getting to know each individual child in my class, even though it'll be digitally. I can't wait to build those personal relationships and watch them grow throughout the year. So even though we're online and going to be online all year, we will still be following Ohio State standards and using the pacing guide that is posted on the district's website to help guide our lesson plans. Each online day is expected to mirror a regular in-person school day. The only thing that's different is that we will not be having specials any day. I'm not sure why CDA doesn't have specials, but that's what the district decided. So that means that students are expected to be logged on and ready to go at 9 a.m. every morning. With the Chromebook pickup that they'll be doing on Monday, I am sending home with your students this binder, and in each binder is a bunch of resources, and one of the resources in it is our daily schedule. So we are going to be doing live teaching and learning every day except for Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. Within that time, students will have scheduled breaks that I'll be providing, but they will still stay logged on and live on Google Meets that whole time. And then the rest of the day will be independent instruction that I'll guide them through, and throughout the whole day I will be there to answer questions and help any child as they need. We have some classroom expectations because it's a little bit different this year, and we need to make sure we lay those ground rules for online learning. So within those binders as well, students will be getting these classroom expectation sheet, and I'll also be posting it online, and we'll be going over it every morning before we start our instruction so students are reminded of what's expected of them, even though I know they're going to do great. So on this online expectations is just a couple of things. I'll just go over a couple of them right now. One of them is find a quiet place for them to be able to focus and really grow their brains as we're doing that live instruction. That's so important that they don't have distractions around them. Another thing that's really important is that they come prepared with their computer charged, and they have this binder with them every day. Within this binder are so many resources that we're going to be using, so they really need to have it in front of them and keep this binder in a super safe spot. A couple more things. I'm going to talk about the attendance process really fast. So like I said, every student is expected to be logged on by 9 a.m. every day. If they're not logged on by 9, then they will be considered tardy. And if they aren't logged on by 10 a.m., then they will be considered absent for the day. And this is because, like I said, we're really trying to push that live teaching and learning in the morning so that students have that face-to-face learning and instruction so we can build those relationships and I can help them in the moment as much as possible. Just like if we were having school in person, if a student is going to be absent or tardy that day and you know that, then they can call the office and let me know, and I'll be able to mark that in progress book where we're taking their attendance. So if you know your child is going to be absent for the day, then go ahead and call the office. I'm going to talk about communication now, which is going to be really, really important this year as we are virtual and we won't have that face-to-face interaction. So I will be communicating with each of you every single day through Class Dojo. I already sent all of you an invite to join our classroom on Class Dojo. So look at your Class Dojo, download that app, and check to see if your child is there. And then if your child isn't there, then go ahead and send me an email and I'll make sure to add them in. We will also be using Google Classroom every single day. And in our Google Classroom, I have connected a contact me page with my email and school phone number. And feel free to email or message me on Class Dojo with any questions or comments you have. I'll always respond as fast as I can. And that contact information will also be found in the binder I'm sending home. So to access, for students accessing most of their information on their Chromebook at home, every website your child will use is connected to their Clever login. Each child in their binder with the backpack that they're getting will have a sheet about how to log into Clever and how to log on to their Chromebook. This is going to be a green sheet right when you open up the binder. It's the first thing you see. That's super important so the child knows how to get to their Clever page, which will have all of the links they need. And then it'll have the child's specific login code for the Chromebook. We will also be using other resources on the computer such as Pear Deck and Flipgrid, but I will link everything into our Google Classroom the day we use those resources, so you don't have to worry about those. Something that I also am really going to emphasize this year, because we are doing this virtual learning and it's a little bit hard for students to maybe sometimes get what they want to say across because there are going to be so many people. I really am going to emphasize nonverbal cues. So I like to use sign language in the classroom. So each child, again, in their binder is being sent home with this. It's really important that they keep this and don't lose it. It's a kind of a cheat sheet for signals, and I'm going to go over with them every day, and especially in the morning. So I'll be teaching them during those first weeks of school. And then I also, if you can see, I'll have them put up behind me for things that if they need, that they can just sign it to me. So again, please email me, message me on Class Dojo with any questions or comments you have. I am here to support you through this crazy time. I'm here to support your students, and I'm so excited to get learning with all of you guys. Again, please reach out to me. I am here for you and to help you and your students. Thank you so much. I can't wait till our first day of school.